Our Washington Bureau reporter Taylor Poplar is joining us now from Capitol Hill with a look at two stories that really flew under the radar before members left D.C. for Christmas. So, Taylor, let's start with the topic of food stamps, something two Ohio Democrats are talking about a lot because of new work requirements the Trump administration is planning to put in place.
And they're not happy about it, Mary Lee. We're talking about Congresswoman Joyce Beatty from the Columbus area and Congresswoman Marcia Fudge from the Cleveland area. The Trump administration announced several weeks ago that they were going to implement these tougher work requirements effective April 1st of 2020, so just 4 months from now. It's going to impact a decent-sized block of people who receive food stamps, adults who are able-bodied, meaning they're not disabled, who are ages between 18 and 49, and who don't have kids. And sitting at home, you may be like, that can't be too many people, but it's going to be about 4 million people around the country and about 45,000 people specifically in Ohio. And basically what the administration is saying is taxpayers are paying too much money in order to give these people food stamps, and that they need to work at least 20 hours a week in order to qualify for their food stamps. But a lot of these people live in areas where unemployment rates are high and it's a bit tougher to get a job, and that's part of what Congresswoman Beatty and Fudge argue. And the issue is that moving forward, states have normally been allowed to waive the work requirement for people who qualify for the food stamps but can't find a job, but these new work requirements means it will be tougher for the states to waive that right. So, right before lawmakers left here in D.C. before Christmas, Congresswoman Fudge and Beatty led a group. I have some video of it. This was right before Christmas. They led a group down to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which is about a 15-20-minute walk from Capitol Hill, and they stood outside and they held basically a protest and a demonstration where they were speaking directly to the Agriculture Secretary. Here's part of what Congresswoman Fudge said, as well as part of what Congresswoman Beatty told me in an interview before they marched to the outside.
We need to say to this administration, this president, and this secretary that what they are doing is not only cruel, it is inhumane.
I will be out there if it takes every day calling this administration and telling them they are wrong on this, and we're asking them, demanding them to listen and to make a difference and side with the people.
So both of them are obviously very passionate about this topic, and like we mentioned, about 45,000 Ohioans could be impacted by it if it goes into effect on April 1st. There are people in 42 of Ohio's 88 counties that this would apply to, that they would either have to get a job or go back to school, or they would lose these rights. I did ask Congresswoman Fudge what the next step will be. She's actually the chairperson of a subcommittee that oversees nutrition as part of the House Agriculture Committee, and she told me they are going to sue the Trump administration. They want to take this straight to court, and they also want to try to legislatively stop it by preventing any funding from going toward implementing this. But the Trump administration says they need to do this in order to save money, and they say that they want to help people out, but they don't want it to be kind of an infinite give out, and they say that sometimes people need to kind of earn their right in order to get this food. But as you heard, the Democrats definitely disagree with them.
To unfold, I'm sure